Happy New Year to Crime Besties.
Yes, Happy New Year.
I can't believe it. 2025, here we are.
Fuck, that's scary, isn't it?
We thought we would just drop into your feed and release a little bonus Q&A episode today. So
Yes.
we didn't want to leave you hanging for the whole 3-week break that we had planned.
No,
so,
we did have to have a break from having cocktails.
Oh, I guess.
Oh, ew.
Just for a quick moment or two.
Otherwise known as hanging out with our kids.
And getting through the day with a cocktail or two. I wonder if wine consumption goes up over this time.
sure.
It would have to.
Yeah.
I mean, all the celebrations as well.
Summer, you've got to, have a beverage.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Coffee can only do so much.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd release a bit of a Q&A episode because we have had some really lovely feedback about the banter that we sort of have before our episodes.
Yeah.
And also like maybe to get to know us a little bit better as people and not just, delving into the world of true crime and
We're
all
not
of that
just
grim
morbid
stuff.
people.
I mean, we love it.
Yeah.
Which is why we host a true crime podcast.
Absolutely.
But, there's a lot more to us as well.
Yeah.
So we put out, last year we put out on our socials a bit of an Ask Me Anything box, and we've had a few responses through there. I've also had a few people face-to-face ask me questions and want to know things. And I'm like, well, if you want to know it, then I'm sure other people want to know it as well.
Yep.
So I have got all of the questions in front of me. You haven't seen them yet.
No, I'm coming to this completely cold.
Yeah.
Like, I have no idea what's going on.
To be fair, I haven't drafted
Like
responses
pretty much
to
every
mine.
other episode we get to.
That is not true at all. That is not true at all. We tend to be able to figure out between us. Somebody always knows a little bit more about what's going on.
Yeah.
We'd hope.
Sometimes.
Depends. All right. Should we get straight into it?
We should. Although I have to say sometimes we'll answer honestly today.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I love when we leave the school grounds, or quite often someone will say to us on a Friday, oh, what are you guys doing today? Because they know it's our day off, whatever. And we go, just on our way to the studio. But the actual answer to that question probably should be Emma's front room.
Yeah. So I've got a little, I don't know, home theatre type of room. And every Friday morning I get the trestle table from behind the couch, open that up, set up the banners that are behind us if you're watching us, and then we plug everything in and then we record our episode and then we pack everything down so that this room is usable once again in the afternoon. The dream would be to have a studio set up, wouldn't it?
God, that would be amazing.
One day, maybe.
Because then we can have, we've talked about the aesthetics of that and how that should look.
And I love, we're both on the same page there. We'll have some really comfy couches and some really gorgeous calming, plants and stuff.
Yeah.
Just nice.
Yeah, yeah.
To, contradict the murder and mayhem that we're discussing on the day.
The dream.
Yeah.
But, this will do for now for sure.
Yeah, it works.
It totally works. Yeah. But we have moved through a few different stages of what our setup is, but that's what we are now. Yeah.
I feel like when we first started, we were doing it at my kitchen bench,
or in separate places.
Or in different places. Yeah. But now the way that we've got it set up, we really kind of have to be together, ideally.
Yeah.
To get the best sound quality.
Yes. Yeah.
So, we're always coming together usually on a Friday to record.
Yeah.
Neither of us have kids or work that day, provided the kids are well and at school.
That happens.
Yeah, yeah. All right, do you want to maybe give us, first of all, a little bit of background about you, who you are, what you do? I'm sure we've mentioned over our episodes a little bit like that, but do you want to start with that?
Okay.
Yep.
All right, cool. So me first?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Okay, so, oh God, I don't know who I am. I'm still working that out. I'm 43 years old. And I'm still working out who I am because I have had life changes. Was divorced 2.5 years ago, roughly. Yeah, so I'm working out who I am. I've been a teacher of primary and early childhood. I work in the sector out of the classroom these days. But yeah, I'm still working out who I am and what my life goal is. I think it's changing as we speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got 2 beautiful boys.
Yeah, I have 2 incredibly awesome kids. They are the best. I love them dearly. They're 7 and 9, about to go into grade 2 and grade 4 this year, which I'm sorry, that's not allowed. I mean, as a teacher, I've really taught the lower levels. Prep was my absolute love, and then an early childhood teaching, like 4-year-old kinder kids. So I was hoping that I'd keep that age child for the rest of my life.
Yeah, because you know how to deal with that age
Well,
child.
it's not even so much like how to deal with that. It's what I love. Like I love there's a quote of a 4-year-old child asks 468 questions a day. And for most people, that's their worst nightmare. And it can be on its day, but I absolutely adore that innocence and that, curiosity. And I just don't want them to grow up and become, I don't know, not so curious.
Yeah.
and jaded.
Yeah.
And
angsty.
Yeah. I mean, look, coming up to a 10-year-old, I'm enjoying them as they grow up, like absolutely. And I'm loving like seeing that maturity and everything in them. But at the same time, I'd kill to have, I was talking to my eldest yesterday actually about that we haven't done much Christmas craft. And he was like, yeah, why haven't we done that? And I was like, yeah, because life's got busy. We just don't do those things now because they're older. They've got other things and they don't want to sit with their mum and do crafting anymore. Whereas I'd kill to still do that with them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's
you in a nutshell.
I think so.
Yeah. Well, I'm married to Peter, producer Pete, and we also have 2 boys. My eldest is 10 and my youngest is 8 by the time this comes out.
Yep.
So his birthday's very, very early January. Yeah, I'm a medical scientist by trade, but I actually manage a division at work. So I work for one of the big private pathology companies, and I manage sort of like a subdivision of that company now, which I absolutely adore the people I work with. I think I've been there for a really long time, and it is the people I work with that make the job. I thrive in that sort of that environment where you're working with a team and there's lots of different people and it's just fun. Like I really enjoy going into the office. Like I know a lot of people like working from home if they can, but I love going in. I would much prefer to go into the office. I don't really work from home very often. I guess hobbies and that kind of thing. Podcasting and going to the gym. That they're my 2 things that I do just for me. Yeah. And I think you're right. Like I think I'm about to turn 40 this year, and I think that I feel the same. I don't really know who I am as a almost 40-year-old woman.
Because you've had kids, like
things change and you've got to figure out like each life stage where you fit and what you want. And I think that's actually a really exciting place to be. Yeah, no, I'd say that not as a negative thing. No. I think that I don't know who I am still. That's great. It's nice to discover these things. I'm excited to see what that brings now. Because, it's starting to sort of, like the podcasting thing, I'm absolutely loving this. And I'm really hoping that, is that going to take me down a path, or is there something else that will distract me? Because I may have some ADHD tendencies sometimes. No, you don't say. All right, should we get into like the official questions?
Yeah, okay. I'm scared.
I'm going to start with a really easy one.
Okay.
What's your favourite colour?
Oh, well, you'll notice from every time we record probably, but I reckon most people that watch this will probably scream at and say what colour it is. It's green. Green. I'm very particular about my shades of green. Yeah. I'm not any green, but I do love green. And green does look good on you, like in terms of like wearing it, it's your colour. Yeah. And I definitely, when I think of you, I think green or blue. Yeah. 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 But yeah, green. I've always, loved the colour green. Yep. Yeah. I'm pink and yellow. Yeah. And I do like a really bright neon orange as well. Yeah. You're very bright colours. I like bright colours. I'm wearing black today, but I do like bright colours. Yeah. Yeah. But see, normally I'd see you in that black though with a pop of colour. Usually. Yeah. Yeah. I would go like a necklace or something. Yeah. But I'm not today. Of course, when we're actually talking about it. All right. A slightly deeper question next. Okay. What was one of the happier moments of your life? Ooh. I mean, my kids being born, like just the cliche, I guess, but it is. I was only talking about this with a friend recently about having kids and how that feels to love, like she hasn't got kids of her own, and she was like, but I love the kids that I work with. And I'm like, it's different. That's ultimate. It's something I wanted all my life, I think, too. And
Yeah.
when you
When you
have
were a
that
kid,
little-
did you always want to be a mum?
No.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Yep.
But once I was older, it was kind of like, yeah, that's what I want in my life. It wasn't something I mean, as a kid, I had like Cabbage Patch dolls, all that sort of stuff, but I was a bit tomboyish, well, my dolls were all boys. But I think that came from like I was the only girl in amongst many, many boys. So, yeah, I wasn't like that typical, I guess, I want to be a mum. That's the only thing I want to do. I wanted to be a mum, but also a career thing. It was like that's part of me. It was always just part of what I wanted to do. Yeah, not everything I wanted to do.
Yeah, I think I always wanted to be a mum. Even I remember from a really little girl, I just knew that I wanted to be a mum right from a really early age. I'm the same as you. I grew up surrounded by boys. So in my immediate family, I've got a brother.
Yeah.
But then all of my cousins on both sides of my family are all boys.
Yeah.
Until I was 17, I think I was, and my beautiful first ever female cousin Layla was born.
Yeah.
So I had to wait a very, very long time for her, but oh my God, I love her so much.
Yeah.
And we're really good friends now. She's in her 20s and I just love her. I love her to pieces. I love my male cousins too. They're great.
Yeah.
But
it's different.
It's different.
Yeah.
I would literally do anything for
Because
Layla.
you and I have spoken about this because neither of us have got sisters.
Yeah.
And I'm intrigued by
a sister relationship.
Yeah. And I mean, I've got beautiful sister-in-laws.
Yeah.
And we don't use the in-law. We always talk about that. We're like, we're just sisters. But it's different again to growing up with someone and having that relationship.
Yeah.
But I often I hear from people who've got sisters that it's either one way or the other of that amazing relationship or nut shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've always been jealous of that, to have that sister friendship relationship,
Do your brothers have the friendship that's like more so than no, because you're like really close with your family.
Yeah.
So it's not like there's
I said my brothers get along really well, but I get along really well. We have individual relationships.
The fact that you're a girl hasn't meant that you've been left out of any of that. Yeah, I think my brother and I are pretty close.
You're
as
pretty
well.
tight.
Yeah, I was a mate. Oh, what was it called? A groomsmaid or something when he got married. So I was in his bridal party.
Oh, I love that.
Which was gorgeous. I loved that. That was a highlight.
Yeah.
And I felt so privileged to be a part of that.
Yeah.
He was part of Peter's wedding party when we got married. So, but yeah, I love that. Nice. And I guess in terms of my happiest moments, it's all related to family. Like definitely the kids being born, of course, that goes without saying, absolutely. But then, those big milestone events in life as well, like getting married and buying a house and all of those kind of things. Like it just... getting to where we are today and those big milestone moments. Yeah, when I reflect on it, I think, we've actually done really well for ourselves.
Yeah, you've got beautiful family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is your favourite late night snack?
I'm
Or
a
movie
savoury, like a chip is my go-to, has been forever
Honey
in
soy
my
chicken
life.
chips.
Yeah.
They've got Meg's name written all over them. Red Rock Deli, obviously.
Red Rock Deli, honey soy chicken.
Yeah.
Is
I know anytime we're having like a movie night or something at my place, that's what I get. I like them too, don't get me wrong.
they're fucking expensive, so I don't buy them very often at all.
No, often
Like
they come at half
if they go
price.
on special, they're in the cart. Don't get me wrong. But it's if they're not on special, no way. Like I can't
Shrinkflation
justify
is
that.
definitely applied to them too, I feel like. Like the
They've got
packet's
that
smaller, but they're more
giant bloody
expensive.
party pack thing. Like that'll last me a good few weeks. If that goes on special at a reasonable price, it's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
What about
mine.
yours?
Well, if I'm like watching a movie or something, I like a pod. You know those pods?
I haven't had them in years. They used to do, and they don't make them anymore. The Dove.
Oh yeah, they
Ones?
definitely. I've never had those.
They were.
I like the Snickers and the Twix version of those.
Yeah.
I'm not a massive chip person, but
Yeah.
I don't mind a chicken crinkle cut chip.
Yep.
Like a Sam
gotta
Boy
have the
chicken.
crinkle cut,
Yeah,
like,
it is.
yeah.
It's about the texture.
Oh, totally.
And
Yep.
the crunch.
Yep.
And like in terms of savoury stuff, I mean, I do like a bit of cheese,
Do you
a bit of
remember-
blue
do you
cheese
remember
with
on the
quince
crinkle
paste.
cut whole thing? Do you remember Ruffles?
No. Oh, were they in a white and blue packet?
No.
Oh, okay, then no.
I feel like you might have been too young. There was only a small period of
that
time.
much younger than
No, but it was a small period of time and then they disappeared.
Oh, okay.
And you could still get them from America. I
Oh,
think.
right.
Yeah. But they were a crinkle cut, but here's the ADHD shit.
Yeah, here we go.
The way they felt on your tongue was better. Like real texture thing. But they were really a real fine crinkle.
Oh, okay.
I can still feel it.
And did they come? Did they come in like all the good flavors?
Oh yeah, all the good flavors.
Are you a salt and vinegar fan?
No.
Oh, I freaking love salt and vinegar.
Can't do salt
I
and vinegar.
love vinegar though.
Yeah, no.
I could drink vinegar straight from the bottle.
Oh,
I love it.
that's just wrong.
There's probably something wrong with me. I don't know, but I love vinegar. Like Peter, I'll make a salad dressing, from scratch.
Yeah.
And I put so much vinegar in it, and Peter's like, "Oh, I need more oil, more other flavour."
I need other flavour. No. Like balsamic vinegar or something, or yum, I love it. But no, white vinegar or something. I can do it in small doses.
Yeah, love me a
No,
salt.
can't do a salt and vinegar chip. No, it like fully makes my face go funny.
That's part of its charm.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Oh no,
Makes you.
yeah.
Yeah. If you could stay any age for the rest of your life, what
26.
would it be? Why 26?
I don't even know.
You just
I always,
that came.
if someone says to me, "How old are you?" It's my brain just immediately goes 26.
Okay, I get that sentiment because when you think about yourself
Yeah.
and you think, so for a long time I felt like I was 18,
Yep.
and even when I was like 26 or 28 or something, I felt like I was 18 still. And then you see an 18-year-old and you're like, oh no, I actually have matured. Cool. For me,
I don't know if I have.
For me, I think 27 is my age.
Yeah, right.
But if I look back on me at 27, which is I got married that year, like lots of great things happened, but I'm thinking, and I'm not there yet, but I'm thinking 40 will be my age that I would want to be forever because I have I've changed.
Yep.
I've become a lot more mellow. You probably don't see that, but I was a very intense younger person, or just very I don't know. I've always been that sort of type A,
Yeah.
maybe bordering on anxious, that sort of personality. I feel like I have mellowed a lot in the last few I have.
No, I
have.
No, I can totally see that.
Yeah, I've mellowed in the last few years, and I like the way that feels.
Yeah.
I also feel like I'm making different choices in the way I deal with things. Like I'm choosing to be more calm about things. I'm choosing to be kind and not just be reactive.
You don't have to choose to be kind. You don't know how to be any other way.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh, look, behind closed doors when we chat. But no, you are an incredibly kind person, very generous.
Oh, that's nice.
Overly
Thank
generous, I think. Sometimes it's like you don't need to, kind of thing. Like you've got to look after yourself, and say no to something.
But I think that's what I'm getting better at as I get older.
Yeah.
And I also give way less shits about what people think.
Oh,
so
the fuck jar has depleted.
Oh, there is nothing left.
Yeah.
I think if we tried to start this podcast even 5 years ago, I don't know that I would have been able to do it because I would have been but I would have been so worried about what people thought of me.
Yes.
Now I just could not care less.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah.
Totally.
Did you feel like that changed for you around that 40 mark? Or
there was so much going on for me
I
around
know,
that
there
40
was a
mark
lot, yeah.
that also made me go, I'm not paying attention to any of this shit anymore. So definitely, but whether that was turning 40, and look, a lot of it I think is about the maturity of yourself, but I think all of that happening was at that age for a reason.
Yeah.
Because I was kind of going, this is not who I am, and I don't want this anymore.
Yeah.
And I think that all of that is bundled
Played
up in that
into it.
whole thing of you've become a certain age where you're like, I'm not going to give a fuck anymore. I need to be who I am, not what someone else wants me to be, or that's not working. We've got to make changes.
Yeah. Good on you.
Which now
I'm
reflects.
so proud of you for all of
26
that.
was actually when I met someone. So, yeah, interesting.
Interesting.
Psychologically, is there something going on there?
Hold on.
Do I need to go see my therapist?
you can
Wait, she's in the room with me now.
We'll delve into that later, Meg, over a glass of wine. Next question.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your go-to board game?
Well, Monopoly has been lately with the kids, but it's doing my head in. And
Monopoly takes so fucking long, especially with kids, because they're just
and the arguments
annoying.
that ensue.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So actually, we've invested in a game of Cluedo.
Oh, cool.
Over Christmas.
Yep.
I'm excited to see where that goes.
Okay.
It's a game where I used to love that playing it when I
Yep.
was younger. That I'm hoping I can get the kids on board.
Oh yeah, I reckon they'll love it.
Yeah,
I reckon they'll love it.
But I do have like Tenzi is actually a big one for my family that's my go-to. Like I want to play that. Trying to get the kids sometimes is a bit harder.
Yeah, all of those games which you introduced me to, like Slapsy, Tenzi, what's the other one? Buildsy. I freaking love Buildsy.
Buildsy's great.
It's so much fun. But so just when you were saying that, it reminded me of my brother and I when we were growing up and we used to play Uno.
Yes,
and he'd cheat. He was a cheater. He's gonna be like, oh, I never bloody cheated. It was always you. No, it wasn't. I would never cheat. I am not a cheater.
Yeah.
But he would, I don't know, whatever. And we would end up like punching each
Oh,
other.
same. Yeah. Yeah. We used to play Bullshit. Have you ever played Bullshit?
No.
Oh, such a good game. I just had this flashback of it was we were like kids playing that in camping and that.
Yeah.
And it's a game where you literally have a stack of cards and you say what you're putting down. And you might say I'm putting down 2 2s and you put them face down, but you might like pile those cards nice and neatly and actually put 4 cards down because the idea is to get rid of all your cards first. And then everyone around you's got to like either go, nah, I reckon you've put something else down, like, you know, that calling it's bullshit. And then you turn them over and if they've called bullshit and they're right, you have to take your cards back. Or if not, you didn't bullshit, you were spot on. You've put down what you said. They take the pile of cards.
Love it.
It's such a good game. That used to cause lots of fights.
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah.
These days, I really like these. Peter actually got me this. It was a really good present for, I can't remember, it was like birthday or Christmas, not that a few years ago. And now we sort of tend to buy them. But these escape rooms in the form of a board game. So they're single use because generally you might have to cut things or whatever. And you've got an hour usually. So love that there's a time limit on it.
Yeah.
And you've got to figure out all of the clues to get yourself out of the situation. They are so much fun. And have a glass of wine and do that with a friend or a partner.
Oh, I love
great
that.
Fun.
Oh, I
really,
wanna do
really
that.
great fun.
I want to do an escape room.
Oh, yeah, we should definitely do an escape room.
The kids want to do one too, but I don't know if I could handle that.
Oh, no, I don't know. But they do have kid-friendly ones, I think. Maybe we could handle that over the holidays.
Send them in and hope they don't come back.
I hope they get looked in for at least long enough.
We've got to have another wine before they come out.
Free lunch or something.
That sounds nice.
Yeah. What was the make and model of your first car?
I had a Ford Laser. God, there's such a story with this car. Oh, my God. Okay, greatest car ever because it was the shittest car because it's all I could afford. I paid $600 for that car.
Wow.
And we lived on a street that had quite a nice hill on it. And so as I would drive down the hill, the seat wouldn't quite click in properly. And as I would go down the hill, I'd end up on the steering wheel without fail. The other one was the visor. Like that wouldn't stay up. I had Velcro on it to keep it up, you know, but
So
the Velcro
innovative.
would come off and stuff because the glue wouldn't stick
get
and
hot or
hot
something.
and it would. But every time I'd go in it, the visor would pull down in front of me as you're driving and you couldn't see where you're going.
Oh, that's
It's like
so funny.
trying to put the visor back up. I used to always there was a shit stereo in it, and so I put in the freaking stereo in it would have been worth more than the entire fucking car. It had one of those plate things that you'd pop off.
And then you take that with you
that
so
with
no
you.
one would steal it.
But the thing is, like, it was just the stereo bit. The speakers were shit out.
Yes.
So, like, people would get in my car and I'd have the best music because I made all my own CDs, you know.
Of course.
Great. But then so I'd be like, oh, awesome song. Pump it up. Turn it up. And I'd be like, sweet, open up the glove box. So that the speaker was in there that it would be a bit louder.
Oh, that's so funny.
Greatest car ever. But there's more to the story of that car. Holy crap. 'Cause it got stolen. And I don't know if I could put this on air, actually. Yeah. So, because it got stolen and I reported it to the police, no sign of the car. Time goes on. My friend happened to work at a McDonald's at the time and was like, we've got this car in our car park. It's been there for months. Keep ringing the cops. No one comes and gets this car. I'm like, oh God, that's shit. Like, because my car's missing. Like, I haven't, you know, no one's found it anywhere. Like, I'd be so annoyed. Like, if that was my car. Turns out it was my car. She's like, yeah. I was like, what kind of car is it? Oh, it's a red Ford Laser. Are you freaking kidding me? What's the number plate? Yeah.
Wow.
My car. So, yeah, anyway, got this phone call late eventually saying, you know, yeah, that you need to come and pick your car up. I'm like, well, it'd been sitting there getting destroyed the whole time. So the
Yeah.
cops had to pay me out for it, like
Yeah.
because it got more beat up whilst it
Yeah,
was
I
sitting
bet. Yeah.
at the McDonald's.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh God, yeah, that car. I loved it, but I hated it all in one.
Yeah. I had a 1990 Holden Barina, beep
yeah.
beep Barina.
Yep.
And so I was born in 1985. My car was born in 1990.
My car was a year younger,
and I
than
got it when I was
yeah.
18.
yeah.
And it had the hardest clutch known to man. I paid $1,300 for the car.
Yeah.
The clutch, knowing that the clutch would need to be replaced at some point.
Yeah.
But it, like I was walking in circles. My left leg was so strong from pushing this thing in. And I used to live near the police academy in Victoria, and it's on the top of a hill.
Yeah.
And my car would not make it up the hill, so I used to have to go through the back streets and weave my way up.
Slowly go up the hill.
go up the hill because I couldn't go up the big hill on its own.
That's cool.
Oh, it was such a. It was. I loved that car, but I hated that car. It had no
Yeah.
air conditioning, no power steering, nothing like
No
that.
power steering.
No.
So at least mine had power steering.
No,
It wasn't
no
until I
power
got into
steering.
it. I didn't understand what no power steering meant because
Right.
mine did, which was the weirdest thing of how shit this car was.
Yeah.
But then my friend got a car and she asked me one day to drive it for her. And I'm like, well, hers was automatic. So like, whereas mine was
Easy.
manual,
Yeah.
it was a piece of piss to drive.
Yeah.
Got to a corner and tried to turn. I'm like, wait, hang on, wait, what? We're not turning? What?
And
Like,
you have
oh
to
my
like
God.
turn the wheel like 20 times just to go around the corner, and
Like,
yet
what
you're
is
heaving it.
this? I nearly crashed into a fence, like, because I was like, what the? It's not turning the corner.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, that's bizarre. Yeah, the no power steering. People do not know how good they've
And
got
it
it.
also had a manual choke. Like,
Oh,
kids
yeah, I had
these
that.
days-
No, they
kids
don't know.
these days
They don't even know how to
have
drive
no
a
idea.
manual.
No.
Like, I could literally get in a manual tomorrow and drive it. I know it.
When I bought my new car, which
Mm-hmm.
was only like 2 or 3 years old, when we were looking for them, the guy was like, oh, so what model do you want? And
Yeah.
sort of going through that. And he's like, oh, your options are the automatic, whatever, however many litre, and the manual, however many litre.
I didn't
The
know they
manual,
made them.
No, they do. $5,000 more expensive.
Yeah.
Because they mustn't make many of them.
No.
But why would they even have the option?
I don't even know. I'm sure they don't even have the option many times now.
Yeah.
It's either diesel or petrol. So
Yeah,
kind of your
that's
options,
it.
not
Yeah.
not
Or
manual
electric.
automatic.
Yeah,
Like,
that's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
What sports did you play when you were growing up?
I played many, many, many sports. Literally, if you named a sport, I would have had a go at it.
Yeah.
Like, I was very just into having a go at sports.
Yeah. What were your favourites?
So I played a lot of netball. I played hockey. Like they were probably the main ones.
You're a good rower.
Not rowing, kayaking.
Kayaking,
So I
sorry.
kayaked pretty extensively throughout secondary school.
Yep.
Through school and stuff. Yeah. But volleyball was another one. But we did diving at one stage.
Oh.
Yeah, like anything and everything.
Yeah, okay.
I had to go to a lot of sports.
Love
but
that.
yeah, netball was I loved
Yeah.
playing netball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved playing netball too, but I wrecked my knees playing
Same,
it.
yeah.
So I it's not like I continued on. But the other day I went and watched our friend's daughter's grand final, netball
Yeah.
grand final, and I'm like, I just want to get back out there and play netball.
Well, see, I love watching the kids play basketball. Like I played basketball as well. Like,
Yeah.
but I love watching the basketball. But I'm kind of like, I don't know how I'd go with watching netball because I think the white line fever would be even worse.
It was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just want to get out there.
Yeah, I played right up
and-
until like we had like a mixed team and stuff, like in
Yeah.
20s and that sort of stuff.
Oh,
I
okay.
loved playing.
Yeah,
but
I played through
my
high
knees
school,
were
but
shit.
then that was it. Yeah, because my knees were so
Yeah,
bad.
and then I fucked my shoulders doing the kayaking, so I'm just ruined from head to toe.
Aren't you though?
Oh,
My favourite sport that I ever played though was tennis.
yeah.
Yeah, I bloody love tennis.
We used to just play giants tennis.
What's giants tennis?
So year 12, you had to do sport. Like it wasn't like a subject. You just in your timetable at our school, you had to include sport. It was just part of the school's,
Yeah.
moral stuff. Like anyway, so you just rock up and the PE teacher wouldn't even like really watch what you're doing, but you had to pick one of the sports that was on offer and go and do it. Like,
Okay.
and so we would always grab tennis rackets and we'd head to the tennis court. Instead of like playing on one court, because there were 4 courts, right? We'd play over the fence between the two. There was 2 courts and
Yeah,
then 2
okay.
courts, and
Yeah.
you'd play over the fence and play giants tennis.
So you're just lobbing the ball
Oh, totally, yeah. It's the best one. We used to love playing that.
past the time, obviously.
Yeah. We had exercise for the week.
Yeah, that's it. That's all that really matters.
Yeah.
What position do you sleep in?
Oh, I was only talking about this recently with someone that I do a real weird one, and that apparently it's maybe ADHD linked.
Here we go again. Go on.
Okay, so I have and I've only just learnt this. What's called is a flamingo.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
it's like so one leg down, one leg length, like length way long,
Yep.
long, one leg bent,
Yep.
up,
Yep.
and then my stomach is like on the mattress,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
I
so
get
on
that.
the side and
Yeah,
turned and
yep,
twisted,
yep.
but flamingo. And there's a particular name for the whole
But
thing.
does your arm? Where are your arms?
Or do the little
Folded in?
T-Rex arms.
Okay. I get that. I think
Yeah.
sometimes I sleep like that. When I was in high school, I broke my collarbone,
Yeah.
and so I could only sleep on my back.
Oh,
And now I actually sleep on my back like almost all
a
the time,
freaking
which I
weirdo.
know it's weird,
Yeah.
and I know. Like, does it? I think it like makes me a psycho or something.
Yeah.
If you Google
No,
it,
it does, yeah.
serial killer, absolutely. Yeah, but more often than not, I sleep on my back.
right. I did not know this about you.
I know.
You don't come across as someone who's a back sleeper.
You're not outwardly fuckwitty.
No.
But it turns out in the comfort of my own bed,
Yeah.
I am.
Psychopath. Wow.
Yeah.
In our midst. Didn't
Yep.
know.
What's your favourite wine?
Wet. I'm into a Pinot Grigio at the moment.
Yeah, you are.
Not a
yeah.
Pinot Gris, a Pinot
Yeah.
Grigio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I was buying something for you, I'd buy a Pinot Grigio.
Yeah, that's probably where I'm at the moment.
Yep.
I'm leaning, like, I
I'm
think,
trying so hard to get you into a Chardonnay.
yeah, but it's not happening. I'm feeling like, though, by winter, I might be into red.
Yeah, we've got to start with a Pinot, a light red.
I have previously really liked red wine.
Yep.
And then not that I never didn't like it. It just wasn't my choice.
Yep.
But I'm really kind of enjoying a good red.
Yeah.
on
So last
occasion.
Friday we went to a winery
Yeah.
for lunch with a really great group of people.
Oh, it's awesome.
From
I love
school.
that.
Great group of mums from school. And one of the mums in our group bought a substantial amount of wine.
From her mum.
Pardon?
From her mum.
Oh, was it?
Like she just kept saying she reminded her of her mum.
Oh, from her. Oh, you mean the tasting lady, Heather or whatever her name was. Yes. Okay. Sorry, I missed what you were saying there. And anyway, we then had lunch at this winery, and it was absolutely like the best lunch I've had in a really long time.
Do we name the winery because they were very generous?
They were Levantine Hill in the
amazing.
Yarra Valley in Victoria. They were awesome.
Check it
Anyway. So we've had our lunch. A few people bought a few bottles of wine, but one of our friends bought plenty. Anyway, we're sitting outside having a cheese platter and a last glass of wine before we were due to leave. You know, it's a hard life, guys. It's a really
very
hard
tough.
life.
Yeah.
And our friend who'd bought all the wine, she was like, oh, come in. The lady wanted to see us all. And we're like, oh, okay, go. So we walk inside and she's like, the chairman wanted to gift you all a bottle of wine. And we were like, oh,
Chairman is my new
okay.
best friend.
Yeah. And I think you got a bottle of Pinot
Bottle-
Noir,
yeah, I
right?
did,
So
yeah.
I'll come and help you.
Well, I
drink
may
that.
have actually given that away, but to
Okay.
someone who deserved it.
Okay.
Very much so.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
That's good. It's gone to good.
It has.
Well, you can come and...
Because it was a very nice bottle, and I was like, I
It's
feel
a
like
very nice
was it,
bottle.
yeah. And the thing was, I was kind of like, I mean, I could sit at home and drink that, no worries, that's fine. But is that really
Will I
what this
appreciate
wine?
it? Yeah.
Well, I appreciate it to the point that this needs
Well,
to be.
she
Whereas
also said, like, it's... Because it's such a good quality, you can sell it for up to 25 years.
which I didn't tell that to that person that I gave it to, which I should.
Anyway, so yes, we will get you into Pinot Noir.
Yeah.
And I will at some point get you into Chardonnay.
The Chardonnay we had at Levantine
Was nice.
That was I could drink.
was very
But that was also
light.
$200 a bottle, so
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know.
Anyway.
I don't like anything that's expensive.
Yeah. My favorite is like a French champagne, come at me any day.
Yeah,
I love a rosé.
Yeah.
On a hot summer's day, an ice cold rosé.
Oh, yeah.
Is right up my
Dry.
alley. Dry rosé.
Yeah.
I cannot stand anything with any sweetness.
no.
So like we've got
Moscatos can go
we've
fuck
got I cannot even the smell of them turn my stomach.
The smell of
Yeah.
them even. Yeah.
Can't
I know.
even.
I went out to dinner with that person on that same day, and there's a lot of drinking in that day. And I convinced her to get a bottle of. Actually, I convinced her on a Semillon Sav to try and.
that's
It's
not my
still
favourite.
no, not at all. It's not my favorite either, but. because we're going to share a bottle, I wasn't going Moscato.
Oh, no way.
And I don't think I couldn't get her as far over as a Pinot Gris or even
Okay.
that sort of thing that was, okay, well, if we can go in the middle,
Yep.
this will be a little bit sweet for you. And
Yeah.
she was okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. We're slowly moving things. What are your favourite podcasts to listen to? This was a question from a fan.
Oh, okay. Favorite podcasts? Well, top of the list has got to be the podcast gods, Christy and Lauren over at True Crime Cocktails.
Oh, I bloody love them. So Lauren Ash was on Superstore. She played Dina. Funny as all get out.
She's great.
She and her cousin, Christy, started True Crime and Cocktails, I think in 2020.
Yep.
And I found them during lockdown for sure. And I think it was pretty early on in their run when I found them. And I'm like, they are so funny. And their rapport is amazing.
Yeah.
And I love the way so generally speaking, Christy researches and presents the cases and Lauren will like comment on it. But I love they're all on the same wavelength. And they're funny and totally worth a listen.
And like their banter actually is like I think half their show basically, and I can just listen to that.
Yeah,
like the crime stuff's great, really good, but their banter's. Other people I know like complain about it because their crime stuff's so good too.
Yeah,
that they're like, oh, just get past that. I want to get the crime, but I can listen to all of it. I love it. I piss myself when I listen to them.
And the episodes are like 3 hours long.
Yeah, because of their banter.
Yeah, they're so good.
Yeah.
You're right. They're awesome.
Yeah, that to me it brings a whole lot of stuff that I love together. Like yeah. So because I mean I love a variety of podcasts, not just true crimes, but like for me that is not just true crime.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
I also love No Filter.
Yes.
By Mamma Mia.
Yeah.
It's a interview style podcast, and I love the way she interviews. So Mia Friedman's the interviewer, and she's amazing. Like she just rolls with things, and she's usually so well prepared. I love the questions that she asks. I'm like, oh yeah, that's what I would want to know.
Yeah,
that's the question I had in my head for that person.
Yes. Yeah, she's very good at that.
And also another Mamma Mia podcast that I love if you want something really light to listen to is Cancelled.
Yes.
So twin sisters host the podcast and they choose somebody to cancel each week, and it is so fucking funny. Like there was one about they cancelled Ariana Grande in one of their episodes, and they cancelled her because she thinks she's little. Like it was just it's really funny. It's very lighthearted and great.
Because,
but then
hang on, wait, because Ariana Grande thinks she's little, or because the host thinks she's little?
No, because Ariana Grande thinks she's little.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
and she makes herself little, and she loves being carried around like a little baby. And it's just very funny the way they talk about it.
Yeah.
And then I also love like podcasts like ABC's Conversations.
Yeah.
There's always really interesting topics and things on that.
Yeah, I love a good like quick like rundown of like daily news.
Yep.
Like there's a squiz one of that I love, a daily squiz one that's really good just to get the headlines in like 10 minutes. That's great. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
No,
I wish I had more time to listen to podcasts, honestly.
This is it.
Have you found, though, that since we've started doing this, you can listen to less podcasts because you're generally researching in the time that you used to listen?
Definitely.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I miss some of my
same.
regular ones. I was literally just going, God, what do I normally listen to now? Because I'm not listening to as many anymore. I listen to...
We don't have time.
Nah.
Yeah.
But it's a positive shift.
Yeah, so that kind of leads into a question I have a little bit down the track.
Yeah.
But so I'll ask it now. But how do you go about researching for our podcast?
Yeah. Okay. Mine keeps changing. Like I think I've worked out how I'm going to do things, but then I keep changing.
Is it case dependent?
No, I think it's like mood dependent.
Right.
So I like to think I'm organised, but I'm really not deep down.
But you are.
I look like I am. It's like
well
a
done.
duck on water. The whole thing's going on down the bottom. So it's messy. It's getting, and I'm actually finding what's stupid is the messier I am about it, the better I am.
Maybe that's how your brain retains the information.
I just have to lean into that.
Yeah,
and I don't
think
want
you
to. I want to be neat and tidy about it. But the messier I am, it's actually working, and I just have to roll with it. Because originally, I bought the notebook, and I was going to keep all my notes in the book. And that's just doesn't happen. I write notes on my phone.
I've got my notebook. But it is limiting
pages, just random pages because I type things or I cut and paste things because I'm someone who if I read it, I know it.
I'm the same.
So I don't actually need the notes, but if I don't have them, then I don't know it anymore. Like it's weird where that works. I don't know.
I try, so at the start of the week, so we record on a Friday, and then literally whatever we've just recorded goes straight out of my mind, so much so that sometimes I will listen to our podcast, which might come out 2 or 3 weeks later, and be like, oh, I forgot that detail. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. I knew it, obviously, because I said it.
It's like listening to two completely different people.
It is.
Telling us the story, because, I don't remember it then.
Yeah, I don't know how we do it, but we both of us empty our minds of it. And then usually I'll give myself the Saturday to not do anything.
Yeah.
And then I start researching on the Sunday for the next case.
Start my weekly, like if I'm doing like my housework, that's usually a Sunday job. And so that's fine. But if it's a Saturday, I'll pop a podcast in. Like that's sometimes how I'll start. Depending on the case of what I already know about it.
Sure.
Sometimes I like to orientate myself with a podcast on the topic just to kind of go, oh yeah, they're the main points. And then I'll research from there.
Yeah.
Other times, if I know the case a little bit already, I'll have already a point I want to enter from.
Yep.
And I'll research first. So it just
mine's
depends.
Sort of a bit like that too.
Yeah.
Usually I'll start with a podcast, to refamiliarize myself with the case.
Yeah.
Or to familiarize myself with the case if I don't know much about it. And then I'm a note taker, so I write and write and write. So some of our cases I will have 10 or 15 pages of handwritten notes, but I'm the same. Once I've written it down, I can remember it.
Yeah.
So if I didn't write it down and just listen to it, I actually wouldn't remember it. I have to write it.
The audio will go in like that, which I'm learning that it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then, we try we don't script anything.
No.
So we talk from memory most of the time. Like normally when it comes to recording, I will compress my notes into dot points and it'll just be like dates and names and things that I don't necessarily remember on the fly. And then, it's kind of all comes together.
It works well with you and I that we've worked out that you're the dates person.
Yeah.
You remember that stuff and I'm just like I'm the bits in between.
Yeah, and you've always got really interesting stuff that you've found. Like I love the tact that you take, and I like it that we've generally got something different to bring to the table. Like there are often recordings where I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. Like we recorded an episode today and there was a bit at the end where I was like, oh, there you go. I didn't actually know that piece of information. And I'm sure same happens other way around.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. You pull out stuff that I'm like, oh my God, where the hell did you find that? Because I feel like I looked everywhere.
Yeah. All right, next question. What TV series could you watch several times?
I know yours.
Yeah, you know mine.
Yeah, Sopranos.
For sure.
And I'm trying to watch it again myself, actually, but I'm struggling. But it's just a time thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could watch it again and again. I can't because I remember them like too well. Okay. And I think that's my issue. I kind of like get to episodes and kind of go, I've seen this. I already know this.
Yeah.
I do like to watch things once.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
No,
I can recite shows, I think, after I've watched it once, and therefore, like, I've realised how bad I am with The Simpsons with that.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't watched them since I was a kid in the 90s, and the boys have just got into it, and I hear it in the background, and I hear myself, like, I put my head on my shoulder.
Yeah.
You know? And I'll say it before the show says it, like, and the boys are like constantly like, how did you know he was going to say that? I'm like, because I watched it in 1993.
Yeah.
Duh. Last century. Yeah. As I keep reminding me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. What an amazing brain. What was your favourite subject in school?
Psychology.
Okay.
Yeah. Wished I'd pursued that more, really.
Yeah, you would have been great, actually.
Yeah.
You'd be a really good
I would have liked that.
Yeah.
I should have probably, but
yeah,
didn't have the balls to.
Yeah. It's it's hard, isn't it?
Well, I didn't think I'd get the scores to do it.
Yeah.
I was convinced I was stupid. Lots of reasons. No, I genuinely thought that I would have got a very pathetic score and wouldn't have got. I didn't think I was going to get into university. I didn't think I was smart at all. Yeah.
You're so smart.
No, because there'd been some tests done, some assessments I'd had that had indicated that I couldn't comprehend information, and things. Yeah. It all comes together later in life when you kind of go,
that's why.
So I have dyslexia, so reading's not my favourite thing to do, honestly, but it actually is when I know how to do it. Now that I've learnt things about myself over time and I know how to do it in a way that works, I actually am a very good reader and I can read things very well, but it's, and comprehending it, it's expressing it sometimes. I don't know what the go is. My brain works on a very different level.
Yeah,
for some
love that
reason.
though.
But yeah, I was convinced I was very unintelligent and not going to get a score that would get me into any university course. So then I didn't apply for those sorts of courses, which I should have, because the score I got would have got me there.
Would you ever go back and study now as a mature age student?
Oh, if I had all the money in the world to be able to do that, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'd go back and do psychology in a second. Yeah.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be,
That'd
child
be cool.
psychology, I think.
Yeah. You would be. That would combine the two things.
Yeah, I think so. But
Love
then
that.
again, psychopaths get me too.
Yeah. You know.
What about you?
Mine, science for sure.
Yeah, you were.
High school was science. And I actually loved school.
Yeah.
I was, what were you like at school? I was a total nerd, and I was such a straighty 180. Like, I never did anything bad. Never. I was such a goody two-shoes. I always applied myself. I was like, my school reports always said Emma is such a conscientious student, or Emma, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And I just loved school. I loved going to school. I loved being with my friends, but I also loved the academic side of things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I just love school. And then uni for me though, I studied biomedical science at university, and I didn't love it. I loved my course, actually. I loved doing the course, but I didn't love the university experience.
I loved uni.
Yeah. There were some fun things, and I met some lovely people, but I was really sort of keen, I think, to get out into the workforce. I was really eager to just be done with study.
Right.
And just get going and do something.
Yeah.
I just felt I don't know.
Oh, the social aspect of university, I loved. It certainly wasn't an academic thing that I loved about uni. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't my jam really.
Yeah.
I think I annoyed people because, as much as I thought I was really unintelligent, I could just get marks without really trying much. No, I didn't have to do the hard studying madly to get a pass, you know?
Yeah.
So I didn't do any of that.
P's get degrees.
P gets degree was my absolute theory the entire way through.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the same piece of paper.
Yeah. End of the day.
Yeah. So, people, But I loved uni and the lifestyle it was. I could have done that forever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is your most used emoji on your phone?
Laughy emoji thing. I think I got told
laughing
recently.
with the tears?
Yeah, I think I got told by my niece, though, apparently that doesn't mean that and that I shouldn't use it.
What does it mean?
I don't know.
Did you know the thumbs up can actually mean the rude finger?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I'm just going to go into my phone and check mine.
I got told I had to...
Because it comes...
Yeah, I got told I had to use the dead emoji instead of my laughing one.
Oh, okay. Oh, so my most used, or my most recent ones, you know how it comes up, is the smiley face with the love hearts around it.
Oh, yeah.
I think if you looked in my brother's phone, it'd be the eggplant, because he seems to send that to me. Well, that's weird. All the time.
That is weird that your brother's sending you that.
And I'm also quite partial to the hands up, the praise you sort of emoji.
Isn't that a high five?
No, the high five's a different one. And I also like the clapping hands emoji, oh yeah, well done you, and the fire.
Oh, I thought that was praise, thank you.
No, not the praying one. The one that's two hands up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, go you.
Oh no, I thought it was a high
hands up. No, that's
slap.
not. No, there is a high five one, isn't there?
Oh,
I don't know.
I misunderstand emojis more
We are
than I even thought.
We are not in the right generation for this question, I don't think.
No. Well, I mean, are emojis dead or what?
Oh, are they?
I don't know. I use the hand slap one in my face a lot too.
Oh, okay. I don't really use that one.
Yeah. It's probably just the life I lead. Duh. I should have known that. Yeah, that one's up there. Oh, and the champagne glasses. Ching, ching.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
I do use that a fair bit.
we do, actually. Between us, that's probably our most used in our group conversation. In our one.
Yep.
All right, next one. What gives you the ick?
How long have we got?
This is actually going way longer than I thought it was going to go. So.
Oh, God, it has to, yeah. Oh, God. Okay, there's so many things. So many. It depends on it's person specific, I think.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways. Are we talking ick, just don't want to be your friend, or ick, don't want to be like...
Or just like, it could even be, I don't know, a thing that gives you the ick.
people eating with their mouth open gets me.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
But I mean, a guy on an elliptical like also gives me the ick. That whole action.
God, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why that one's really.
What about
really...
like blokes in bike shorts?
Oh,
totally. You need to wear a modesty short over the top.
Modesty short. Does Peter wear a modesty short?
Yeah, of course he does. I would not let him go out wearing his Knicks. He's quite partial to a cycle, but
yeah.
Oh no, he absolutely wears like a courtesy short over the top of his bike shorts.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh no, but he wouldn't go out without it either.
No.
Like, you know how there are just certain people that kind of give you the ick? Like I was telling you before about somebody who, like this guy walks past my house like a lot of times in a day, and there's just something about him that gives me the ick. Like it just, ugh. Yeah, I don't know specifically what it is, but yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's always, it can be very specific to that person.
Yeah.
That someone else doing that wouldn't bother me, but the elliptical one gets me.
Oh, that is a great one.
I can't.
Yep, I'm with you on that one.
Yep.
All right, this one's a little more podcast related.
Yep.
So what made us want to start a podcast?
Okay. We just sort of like, we're all into podcasts individually, like sharing ones we were listening to.
Yeah.
And then it was just kind of like, we should do that. But
we'd be good at that.
We'd be good at that.
Yeah, we've got lots to say. We certainly have a lot of opinions on everything.
On lots of things.
Yeah. And the other thing is, like, I feel like our opinions mostly align. Like, we chat, when we were chatting about things, like, we'd feel the same way, but then we'd also sometimes have things where we're like, oh, no, we're, like, totally discrepant in terms of, like, what we were thinking. And we're like, oh, that could actually be interesting to listen to.
Yeah.
And we also felt like we had, like, a bit of a fresh take on how we would approach it too. So do an unscripted.
Yeah.
Do the back and forth banter and just try and be like
natural.
I don't know, a bit more natural with it.
Yeah.
Which is what we like listening to.
Yeah. And I mean, we've got ideas of maybe others that we could do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had, when we first started, we actually weren't going to do a true crime podcast. So we've actually got an idea for another type of podcast, which we may bring to people at some point. If we can find the time to produce 2 podcasts in a week. Well,
that's the thing. Yeah.
That would be a lot of work.
It would be. It would have to mean that we're at a point where
this was our job.
That's what we did.
Yeah. So if anyone wants to sponsor us,
fund that.
Yeah, please. Please.
We'd be up for that.
We're happy to negotiate salaries.
Yeah, the workload for this alone is enough at the moment.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't fit in another one.
No.
Even sometimes with this, I'm like, even last night, I was up until so late just finishing off the research and yeah. I know if I can't space it out over the week, that Thursday night before a Friday record can be very late night. Very late night.
Yeah,
to try and find all of that.
Absolutely.
All right, final question for today's episode comes from producer Pete.
Oh.
And it's actually not even a question.
Oh, I'm intrigued.
So his favourite part of our episode
oh God,
is that in pretty much every episode,
the clap. It's the clap.
He does like the clap. But his favourite part of the episode is that pretty much every week we call someone a piece of shit, and he's like, "Can you guys please give me your best piece of shit?"
We need to put on a t-shirt.
Yeah, go.
Okay, what a piece of shit.
And Peter also likes someone to go, ugh.
You're good at your disgust.
Yeah, total disgust. Yeah, what a total piece of shit. You're welcome, Peter.
The other one that we say a lot is love that.
Love that.
Love it.
We do say that a lot. Someone actually, I noticed in one of our comments on, I think it was on Spotify, someone actually wrote "love that," and I'm like, oh yeah, they've totally picked up on it.
Piss?
Yeah, but I love that.
Yeah,
take the piss. You do that.
Yes. I'll bring on the trolls. I'm a bit disappointed we don't have enough.
We've had a few, but nothing spicy.
Bring it.
Bring it. Love it.
Yeah.
Or keep going with the nice comments
Oh,
too. It really,
no. We
it
love
brings us
those.
so much joy.
Love that.
Love that. It really is motivating and keeps us like wanting to keep going with it all.
For sure. It makes it worthwhile, like those late Thursday nights
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah, that you kind of go, okay, if people are listening and people are enjoying this, then I can do that. And
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I enjoy research, don't get me wrong. Like it is like, we do it because we love it. I mean,
Yeah,
if we
that's
didn't
it.
want to do it, we just wouldn't do it.
Passion project. Yeah.
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 Oh, trust me, my brain can turn off and not do it if I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I don't want it to do that. Yeah.
I hear. I hear. All right. Did you have any burning questions that you wanted to ask? I'm putting you on the spot
That
now
is putting me on the spot. No.
Nah, all done.
Yeah, I think the brain's fried. Do you know what I
Yeah.
need?
A coffee, a wine, a mimosa.
Mimosa at our favourite cafe after we record.
Yeah, every Friday after we record, we go up to the local cafe and they have $8 mimosas all day, every day.
They know us now.
They know us. They're like, so wine? And we're like, do you even need to
Duh.
ask? I literally order the same thing pretty much every time we go, and they know my order.
Yeah.
You mix it up a bit.
I'm just wondering now if they've got those focaccias happening now that he was talking about last week.
Oh, yeah, they would.
I'd go that.
Yeah, totally. You know what? Let's go it.
Let's do it.
Sorry, guys, but
Welcome to join.
catches.
You can join us Fridays.
All right. Thanks everybody for listening. Our regular scheduled programming will be back next week, and yeah, we'll be releasing weekly episodes again from there on out.
That is the plan.
Keep an eye out on our socials, and you can see what we're about to drop, which episodes we're about to drop, and contact us if there's anything else you want to know, because we will be doing Q&A episodes, I think, sporadically throughout the year as well.
Cool. And yeah, like let us know what else you want. What do you want from us?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
what do
cases? Give us cases.
Yeah.
I love it when people give us case suggestions.
Oh god, yeah. No, they go straight on that list, and and the thing is, we don't just like work down the list. We hunt down the list and pick and choose our stuff. So
like, what are we feeling like next week? Oh no, there was too much murder. We might do
cults.
something else. Yeah. Oh, do I feel mentally able to cover? Something more
that was
heavy.
something
week?
someone asked me of like why hadn't we done a certain case yet? But, I was like, we wanted to do that one, but it was too similar in some ways of like, and that was a really, if we've had a really full on mental load case, doing one again, following it up can be a bit hard. Yeah. So we do try and mix it up for our own mental health.
Yeah, totally.
As well as,
because I know I've come off the back of recording some episodes and you really do feel it.
Yeah. There's a couple that hit pretty hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right.
All good.
Thanks everybody for listening.
Yay.
And yeah, we'll see you next week.
See ya.
Stay curious, crime besties.